What is going on, Cosmic Crew? Thanks for stopping by the channel. Today we have a leak for the upcoming Avengers Doomsday trailer. This is coming from somebody who reportedly works at a cinema, which we know at this point in time, the theaters have received the trailers, plural, for Avengers Doomsday. So it would make sense, since they got sent out, that some leaks would get out. Now, I say trailers because there are going to be four. In case you missed that yesterday, THR, the Hollywood Reporter, did confirm that Avengers Doomsday will have four different trailers playing in front of Avatar Fire and Ash. They will run for a week and then they will switch. So opening weekend, we're going to see one trailer. The next weekend, we're going to see a different one, and so on and so forth. And I've actually seen a lot of people get kind of mad about this, claiming that Disney's kind of being greedy. If they're not going to release it online and they're just going to have them play in theaters first, they're trying to get as many people as they can to go see Avatar to pay those tickets. And a lot of people have said, I'll pay for the first one to see the first trailer, but I'm not doing the others, or simply they're not going at all. They're going to wait for them to come out online. Go ahead and let me know what you plan to do and what your thoughts are about this. Now, we've heard that it won't drop online next week from some insiders, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it won't. We'll have to wait and see on that. But regardless, now the Hollywood Reporter stepped in and has confirmed it's happening next week. And there's going to be four of them. And according to this person who works at a cinema, System Cinemas in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, this person reportedly saw the Avengers Doomsday trailer while the others have been locked. And here is what this person is reporting for the leaked description. Okay. The trailer is 1 minute and 47 seconds long, which we did also see on some rating boards. It says it opens with shots of different galaxies. I like that. With Reed Richards' voice talking about Franklin and his powers. Next, there is a cinematic shot of what appears to be the X-Mansion on fire, with Marvel-style medieval music playing in the background. I can dig that. I could totally dig some Marvel medieval music playing in the background. And the shot that we've seen of Doom, the official concept art from Marvel, does look kind of medieval. It does. So I'm curious to see kind of how they say what they say his background is, from what universe he comes from. But it sounds like they're obviously really going to tie it into Latveria. I hope, at least. It continues and says, Pedro Pascal appears to be receiving a signal from Loki in the Baxter building for about 40 seconds. Now, I've always thought that this might happen. I've always thought, why did the Fantastic Four specifically go to Earth 616 in the post-credit scene for the Thunderbolts? Like, how did they know to go to that specific universe? How could they possibly maybe track down a energy source that is Franklin and Doom and track them to that universe if Reed Richards has kind of just figured out how to teleport? It doesn't seem like he's figured out multiversal travel. Now, granted, there's a time jump. We know that there's a time jump in the post-credit scene for the Fantastic Four, which I actually think is going to be an actual scene in the movie, and we'll get to that. But to me, it always makes sense that Loki, since he can see everything that's going on in all of these different branches, he sees Doom and he starts to warn heroes from different universes about what is going to happen. If this report is accurate, it seems to me that that might be the direction that they're heading down. So it says Pedro Pascal appears to be receiving a signal from Loki in the Baxter building. We then see what appears to be Doctor Doom in his metal armor, exactly as imagined, complete with the mask, though he does not speak. He is shown looking at the flag of Latveria, followed by the first shot of him inside Castle Doom. Now, here it says we then see what appears to be Doctor Doom in his metal armor after they're talking about Pedro Pascal being in the Baxter building. So I'm not sure if this is saying Doctor Doom is in that universe, the 828 universe, and perhaps they're at the Future Foundation summit where they had all of the chairs for the different countries of the world, and that's where he's looking at the flag of Latveria. Not sure. Kind of seems like it's hinting at that. But I can't wait to see him inside Castle Doom if this is accurate. So it then says that, and this is interesting if true. The TVA is shown completely destroyed for a few seconds, One of the most shocking moments occurs when Doctor Doom grabs Magneto and uses his telekinetic powers for the first time, slamming him into the ground as intense fighting unfolds in the background. We also see a quick shot of Sentinels. Now, we already know, thanks to Unbox PhD, the account on X and YouTube, that has been on the set, or at least around the set, and has been taking shots and videos with their drones. We already know, according to them, that a big scene was filmed at the X Mansion, and we have seen those leaked photos of destroyed robot pieces, which reportedly were going to be Doctor Doom taking control over the Sentinels using his magic, using runes. So this kind of checks out. The X Mansion on fire, Doctor Doom attacking it, which is reports that we've heard in the past, him using Sentinels to do so. This checks out. Makes sense. And the X-Men have already been confirmed for the movie, right? So showing it isn't like a huge reveal. We know that they're going to be in the movie. So we continue forward and it says Doom teleports using the same orange outline seen with the TVA. And we see him entering the Fantastic Four's world with an army of Sentinels as the city is being rebuilt. City being rebuilt, obviously, to me, seems obvious that that's referring to what happened with Galactus and the Fantastic Four First Steps. It is interesting that if we do jump forward in time, that they haven't rebuilt the city already, especially with how advanced everything is. Who knows what's going on here? I do like that it says Doom teleports using the same orange outline that we've seen with the TVA, because I literally last night I rewatched Fantastic Four First Steps. All of their tech looks like the tech of the TVA. And I wouldn't be surprised if they actually link this to Doctor Doom. And maybe they can link Reed and Doom actually being in college together, and maybe they kind of discovered the technology together as well. I'm really curious to see what the Reed and Doom link is going to be in this movie, if they really play into it or if it's very kind of loose. I hope they really play into it. But it continues and says the city is being rebuilt, and then the trailer cuts to black, revealing the Avengers Doomsday logo, before cutting back to a quick shot of Pedro Pascal using his stretching powers while fighting Bucky. Okay. And it says the trailer has an Age of Ultron feel, but with a more medieval and intense tone. And that's it. That's for the description. It is interesting that don't hear much about the Avengers in this. It doesn't even say we see Loki. This seemingly focuses on the Fantastic Four and the X-Men. But remember, if this is accurate, it is possible that this is just a person making it up online, right? There's always that chance with any leak. But we know the trailers have been sent out, and maybe this person really did access one of those trailers, and this is what we're about to see. It makes sense that we don't see the Avengers because there are going to be 4 different trailers. I assume each trailer is going to kind of focus on different aspects, and some of those aspects are going to be teams and other universes. So this one really shows us that, hey, a lot of these different universes are coming together, and the common denominator of why they're coming together is Doctor Doom. And that's why he shows Doom going to these different universes. But also at the same time, it is a movie about what the MCU is built up to, and also just Marvel in general. That's why we have the old X-Men. And we're going to get, I'm sure, like Blade's going to return, and maybe some old Punishers. We'll have to see, right? But everything is building up to this. But of course, the new Avengers, the Thunderbolts, those are big teams that are going to be in this as well. You have to tease that, which is, I guess, why they're showing Pedro Pascal using his stretching powers while fighting Bucky. I think this is definitely a teaser, right? It's definitely a teaser. But that's what it is. It's a teaser trailer. And then I think maybe the fourth trailer might be kind of everything coming together, because it sounds like this one's kind of focusing on Fantastic Four, is focusing on the X-Men, and then maybe the next trailer focuses on the new Avengers, and the next one maybe on the Thunderbolts, showing Doom up, of course, maybe interacting with them. And then the final one is a trailer focused on every team, every aspect of this movie finally coming together. Different universes coming together, all focusing on Doom, of course, as well. And then when the official trailer comes out, we'll have, after the official trailer, after we watch it, we'll have a pretty good grasp on what the movie is really about. So let me know what you think about this. Of course, this isn't confirmed, but we have less than a week now until that first trailer comes out. We'll have to wait and see, but this sounds like a good tease, I think. Teasing the X-Men, especially Magneto, I'm here for that. Pedro Pascal fighting Bucky, a message from Loki. I'm here for that. And the Fantastic Four was the most recent film, so it makes sense to kind of tease them first. I totally get it. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you want to stay up to date on everything with Avengers Doomsday and Marvel in general. You can also find us on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Snapchat. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.